Here we are, B'ezrat Hashem, we are almost in Pesach. We are almost in Shabbos. And I'm even doing this one day early because, so that no one can say they didn't have time to listen to it. Okay, B'ezrat Hashem. We're in Parshat Tzav, Parshat haGadol, and there's so much to learn. I think I'm going to start this way. I first want to tell you what happened today in my life in the supermarket. Yes, I went to the supermarket. I braved myself. I bravely went to the supermarket and I took 2 children with me. Going to the supermarket in Eretz Yisrael to Osher Ad in Yerushalayim is always an experience, and more so Erev Chag. So we got there, and we actually got there like one of the first people there. It was pretty good. And we're in the store, and the Agala, the cart is getting bigger and bigger. And then we're in this one section, and all of a sudden you hear zzz, 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 zzz. It was like makat of the Svaldeya. It was like the frogs jumping here, jumping there, jumping everywhere. What was going on? So we have this beautiful system where before a siren goes off, you get a warning. Now, I actually don't have this on my phone because it's just too much stimulation for me, but other family members have it, so it's like enough. But imagine being a supermarket where you have like 500 phones going off at the same time. I really feel like it was the makkah of frogs. And I realized in that moment, I had 2 options. First of all, I was like, oh my gosh. I turned to my 10-year-old, I'm like, there's Azara. And he's like, what do you think? I don't hear it? There's like 500 phones going off. And then I thought, I don't really know what to do right now. I mean, I don't know where to go. So I was just sort of like stopping there. And then I thought, this other thought in my mind, which was a total reshaping of the situation, was like, this Azara warning going off everywhere, the frogs jumping here, the frogs jumping there, is actually Hashem telling us in all these voices that like, I love you and I'm watching over you, and look at all the technology and the things that I'm making enable to keep you safe. So what could have been like a really scary, and it was bodily, I will tell you, inside your body, scary sensation, actually was one of like, wow, this is incredible. All these sirens which penetrate and make your body stiff, the thoughts going in and the body feels fear. The moment I say to myself, this is Hashem saying, I'm watching over you, I'm protecting, and I can't even tell you how many nisim are happening here, which maybe you do or you don't know, my body relaxes and I feel so loved. So fast forward, or I should say backtrack. I'm thinking about this Parsha. This whole week I've been thinking about the Parsha, because I'm already thinking about the Parsha from Shabbos. And it says, Vayidaber el Moshe lemor, Tzav et Aaron ve'et banav. Hashem comes to Moshe and he said, Tzav, Lashon, Savui, it's in a command. I'm ordering you to do something, Aaron. But Rashi comes and brings that it's not the idea of I'm obligating you to do something, I'm ordering you. It's actually Lashon of Ziruz. What is Ziruz? Let's go, quick, come on. I want you to do something quickly. And what is the Korban it's talking about? The Korban of Aolah, something that goes up. How does Rav Shlomo Man Zatzal say a person can rise and get closer to Kadosh Baruch Hu? With what? With electricity, with hurrying. Now, let me explain something. There are some people who Erev Pesach, or even from like the day after Purim, they start to feel a lot of tension, like they have to hurry. Like, I have to have my whole entire house clean today. Don't touch that! Wash your hands! I don't know, there's a lot of stress, and the Chag is coming, and the person is feeling so much tension, and they're like, quick. It's like you're trying to make a bus, and you got to get somewhere, and you're so stressed out about it. Imagine how you're going to enter that Chag. What's the connection? Hashem, I love you, I'm doing this for you. Or like, this is too much for me. I'm completely, totally overwhelmed. Why are you giving me so much work? But then there's another way, which we see as being quick to do something. I can tell you that this morning when I told the 2 of them that I'm going to the supermarket, all of a sudden, the child who takes like 45 minutes to put on a pair of pants, he put those pants on so quickly. Why? Because in his thought process, he was thinking I was going to buy him something special at the supermarket. You see, when you want to do something and you're excited, all of a sudden you do it very quickly. Like, I've never seen them so quickly stop fighting also. When I'm like, guess what? We're not going. I'm not taking you. I'm going. But I'm not taking you with me if you keep fighting. All of a sudden, it was like they quickly stopped fighting. So I'm thinking to myself, what is this idea of Aaron that Rav Zalman brings in? Hashem is saying, you want to grow? Do it with simcha. Get close to me. Be excited. That's right. Be excited to make Pesach. You guys, what is a chut? We get to make Pesach. We're going out of Mitzrayim. And how are we supposed to go out of Mitzrayim? That's another question. So we have Parshat Tzav, which tells us, please, if you're doing something and you're feeling like you're stressed out about it, change. Look at that croaking of the frogs and listen to it as a different message. Reframe it. So we have one way of reframing things. That Baruch Hashem, this is also in this Parsha, we have the Parsha of the Korban Avodaya, of Thanksgiving, that wow, look at this miracle that happened to me, or the refuah, or I was in a voyage, I came back, I'm alive, Hashem, thank you, and I have to give it right now, I have to eat this gratitude up, and I can't leave it over for the morning. No, right now I have to feel gratitude. And our sensations where we feel like things are flying, croaking, sirens, is it possible that we can actually hear the sirens and say Hashem? Nisim v'niflaot. Wow. Yes, it's possible. But then there are other times in our lives where we have a deep belief system and it's so hard. We can't reframe it. I've had so many people come to tell me, Elana, I'm exhausted. Like, I don't want to look at it in a different way. This is the reality that I feel and I experience. It doesn't matter if my reality is actually different. This is a belief system that I've absorbed for years. Imagine you being a person who, since when you were a child, there was no money. There was nothing. There was nothing in the cabinets, no food. And you absorbed that. And that was your belief system, that scarcity. And then all of a sudden you're put in a different situation and you don't know how to handle that. There's no balancing. There's no, let me calmly look and see that my mind and my thoughts, that I can rechange them and know where I am and ground myself. What do? Or, I had a very interesting thing happen to me. My whole life I've been told I'm stubborn. And I will tell you, sometimes that actually puts me down because it makes me feel like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn. It seems like such a negative thing. And then there was something happened to me this past Shabbos. A friend of mine said to me, Elana, you're really a determined person. You're really determined. All of a sudden I had a new identity. It wasn't that even I rechanneled my stubbornness into something else. Wasn't like, well, I'm stubborn, my stubbornness is what. No, it's like, wait a minute. Can I break the stubbornness and make myself a determined person? So we have a couple of things happening. Parshat haGadol, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, I want you to take a little sheep. And mind you, this year, we're taking that lamb, and it's Shabbos, and Shabbos haGadol, it's the same day Yud, which is just awesome. So much is happening. I'm telling you, Mashiach is coming. In fact, did I mention to you that I told Moishi, Mashiach is coming, we're having a party, and my little Moishi, he's my 4-year-old, my mascot, he says to me, because I asked him, Moishi, what do you want? At the party, we're having hot dogs or we're having pizza? And he says, Mommy, we're having hot dogs. So I have hot dogs in my refrigerator. You're all invited. Sudat Mashiach with hot dogs, Bezat Hashem, they will be kosher Pesach. And I'm saying to you guys, get ready. Either buy your ice cream, have it milchik, or get your hot dogs, because Mashiach is coming. So what happens? We have these thoughts, and Hashem tells us, take the sheep. This avodah zara. What's avodah zara? Avodah zara is something that has control over you. If I'm so afraid, I look up and I'm so afraid of this, I don't even know if it's real or not, but I'm so afraid of it. Hashem says, that's inside your kishkas, this fear. In the inner chambers, you're going to take, which is by your bedpost, mind you, they had to take the sheep and put it to the bedpost. They didn't put it outside in their chatzer, in their garden, or outside. They put it by your bedpost. Why in the bedpost? Because that's your inner. Take your avodah zara, the things you have a fear. I want you to tie it up. And then what are you going to do? It's going to be tied, restrained, but then you're going to slaughter it. You're not going to reshape it. You're not going to use it for something else. You're going to slaughter it. You're going to destroy it. So what does this mean? So also this week's Parsha, we have kashrut, which is so, did you ever realize that? Kashrut, right before Pesach, we're koshering our kitchens. I haven't started yet. I will start Bezat Hashem on Sunday and finish, God willing. Bezat Hashem. So we're doing koshering on Sunday. But let's just say we're already started koshering. People ask me, oh, how are you doing for Pesach? I'm like, Pesach, let me get through every day. And I will get there. Bezat Hashem, we will all get there, God willing. And we always do. But are we going to get there with simcha? Or are we going to get there with lachatz? This is the question. Is it matzah or is it chometz? Is hurrying because I'm a slave and I have to quickly leave and it's the same bread I'm eating? Or is it matzah, lechem emunah, lechem refuah, right? Same bread, water, flour, same ingredients, but a totally different intention. So here we are, and we have kashrut, and we have pots. And there's two types of pots. You have your earthen pot, which is a pot that absorbs, and one of my students who's an engineer told me that clay, not only does it absorb, but also it insulates, which means it contains that heat and it doesn't let it go. That emotion, that belief system is inside of me, and I can't get rid of it. I've absorbed it. And not only it's heating and festering inside of me. Or am I a metal pot? which is something that I find metal. You don't make metal. You find metal and you either reshape it, you shine it, but you don't make it. You don't create it. It's who you are. It's your beauty. It's your essence. But sometimes our situations are, oh my goodness, that's so scary. And I'm listening to something, this is my situation, and the phone is going off and beeping. Or can I polish it, reshape it, and see the miracle that Hashem is watching over and protecting in such miraculous ways? Can I take my situation, the same pot of metal, which became treif because something got inside of it, a fear, but you know what all I have to do is purge it. Think of something else, add in gratitude, and all of a sudden it goes out. That, okay, it's metal. But when a woman comes to me and she's saying, my whole entire life, this has been my belief system. Or my whole entire relationship with my spouse has been this. Or I tell myself, forget about other people. Elana, you're so stubborn. You know what? If it's holding me back, if I've absorbed this in such a negative way, it's become treif, I have to break it. Now, how do you do this practically speaking? You got to say it. We're in Pesach. Pei, mouth, sach. Sicha. Talk about it. Emunah is the Rishon you talk about. It's the first thing you talk about because Hashem says, Ani al-Rashon, Dani achon. Right? Which means what? The first thing you talk about has to be Emunah. And then fine, go ahead and complain. But then the last thing you have to talk about is Emunah. Emunah is connection. Emunah is, I'm going to break this and I can do this. I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I have so much to do right now. How am I going to do this? I can do this. With Hashem's help, it's okay. It's going to be okay. I heard it. I loved it so much. Rav Yehuda Mendel, someone wrote in, asked the question, and he says to the Rav, I want so much to have Emunah Bitachon. I learn about it, and I want to, and I'm trying, but what ends up happening? I still feel so stressed. I want to be calm, and I can't. And you know what's so funny in my experience in life? I've found that if I were to tell a woman, relax, what happens to her? She gets more tense. If you tell me calm down, I will get angry actually with you. I will be annoyed. But when I tell myself to calm down, when I say it out loud, Elana, relax, take a deep breath. For some reason, it doesn't sound so harshly. So you know what he said to him? You want to be relaxed? Tell yourself you're relaxed. You want to be calm? Tell yourself. I can't tell you to relax. I can't tell you to calm down. No one can tell you that. It has to come inside of you. Say the words out loud. Stop with your thoughts. Break it. Don't think about it. Don't try to purge it and let it come in and come out. Break it. Destroy it. Tie that inside of you and then slaughter it. Tell yourself out loud, I'm okay. I'm strong. Hashem is with me. I'm okay. I'm blessing us all. B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to break through all the things. We're going to destroy all the things, the avodah zaras that rule over us and control us and keep us trapped. That we're going to take also the things that have been inside of us that we can then purge out of us by shining it, with gratitude, with emunah, with connection. We're going to come, I'm telling you, get the hot dogs ready, get the pizza ready, whatever you want, fleischiks, milchiks, it's all good. It'll be kosher Pesach. And get ready because what? I'm telling you, Mashiach is coming. B'ezrat Hashem, we should all have our personal and we should see a national geula. I have to tell you really quickly also, I want to just, something that wildly, is that I was at a wedding. It was, one of my students, right? And it's one of the smallest weddings I've ever been. And I'm thinking back to the student that I've known for nearly 4 years. And I remember meeting her and where she was then and where she's now. And you know what she told me? She said to me, Elana, nearly 4 years ago, you sat with me, you told me, you said to me, you keep learning in Israel, keep connecting to Torah, and in Israel, miracles happen. And she says, here I am and miracles are happening. I thought to myself, wow, I don't remember saying, and I do remember actually, I remember the conversation. I don't remember saying exactly what I said, but I can tell you something. I want you all to listen to me. Miracles happen. We can't rely on miracles, but miracles happen. You keep growing, you keep learning. Keep telling yourself, I have emunah, whether you have it or not. You got to fake it until you make it. Chag Pesach is Sheilot and Shuvot. I find that so interesting. There's no bakashot. There's no requests here. You just ask questions and you're going to get answers. What does this mean? Emunah is, I want you to have emunah. You can ask questions. Question, Hashem, I don't understand what's going on. But guess what? There's going to be answers. And sometimes the answer is, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I trust you. You're leading me. I'm breaking that. I'm in doubt. I have faith in you. I have emunah. I have bitochen. I have trust in you. I have connection in you. Hashem, you're taking us out. B'ezrat Hashem. Chag Hashem v'sameach. Shabbat Shalom.